The much-awaited Karate Kid sequel series that have had us pivoting amongst dojos is here for another spin. The latest Cobra Kai dojo sensation, Kenny Payne, may have a huge decision to take in the next season of Cobra Kai, and aren't we desperate about it? So let's dive straight into it and find out how the new Karate Kid might just say goodbyes to his home dojo. First up, Kenny enters the dojo world under the notorious Terry Silver. The last season of Cobra Kai came after a long wait for its audience, and everyone expected it to be worth it. We can safely say that the huge gap definitely meant that a lot was cooking in between, and the ingredient used was Kenny Payne. The hot Netflix series introduces the new character as a very introverted, sweet, and shy boy who remains engrossed in video games and anime. But things soon begin to change when Kenny finds himself being chased by his middle school bullies, who are led by the youngest LaRusso. Wow, the scriptwriters are legends for pouring that into the mix. After all, we love a little defiance from the household of the peaceful Miyagi-Do. Anyway, Kenny soon decided that he has had enough and it's time to live by the Iron Fist. As a result, he adopts the strike first mindset, and we soon see him becoming the fastest Cobra out there. However, Kenny is initially asked to leave the dojo by his former sensei Kreese, who finds him incapable of living by the rules of Cobra Kai. But luckily, it is the new Sensei Silver who puts in the little child his trust and gains his confidence. While this seems like a good thing for the kid, it could bring about Kenny's exit from the Cobra Kai dojo, since his Sensei Silver is on a clear warpath and creating legitimate felonies. This erratic behavior from his teacher could make the child realize how his unmatched skills could be better suited elsewhere. Well, we all know what elsewhere means, the dojo of LaRusso. Next, what is the equation between Kenny and Cobra Kai? We are introduced to a different Kenny than what he becomes soon after the season commences. Let's be honest here, Kenny's personality is surely more suitable with his initial sweet persona than the harsh ways of Cobra Kai, and we feel like he may be pushing himself a little too much over his little head here. So when we try to figure out the equation between Payne and his first dojo, things don't really add up, since the youngster may have taken a decision in haste to face his bullies, consequently becoming what he wasn't. Oh, and remember we mentioned how the youngest LaRusso tormented Kenny into becoming a Cobra? Well, guess what? Season 4 ends with a surprise like all the other seasons, and the audience is made to cling on as Anthony ends up apologizing to Kenny for his mean ways. What do they say? Once a LaRusso, always a LaRusso? Now that the naughty LaRusso is not so naughty anymore, there is a huge chance that Kenny may also mend his ways, realizing that he does not have to treat others the way he was treated. It's a fight between a good soul and a dojo that's known for changing fighters into humans that they aren't, and we cannot wait to see who the real winner here would be. Moving on, Robby Keene and Kenny Payne, a mentor to a mentee. We love to see parallels within a story. Season 4 of Cobra Kai is no different, as Robby Keene finds himself mirrored by the new Karate Kid, Kenny, and the resemblance is uncanny. The ace Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do fighter, Robby, finds himself being an inspiration for the newly inducted Cobra Kai member, an inspiration that breeds from similarity, results in a mentorship that Kenny adopts after Robby realizes that seeing Kenny fight is like looking into a mirror. Feeling remorse for the child, the experienced fighter offers him a big brother's advice and asks him to work on his anger and rage within the ring. These words seem to tug onto the heartstrings of the child, and we await what might be a game changer in shifting power levels among the dojo world. The exciting trailer of Season 5 shows Robby on a road trip with his biological father Johnny, and we are so happy to see this change. But it goes without saying that Robby's trip may as well trigger a large consequence, Robby's rift with Cobra Kai. And we all know that when you leave Cobra Kai, Mr. LaRusso will be standing with open arms to induct you into his dojo again. But now comes the exciting part. If Robby leaves Cobra Kai, he might as well bring his alter ego and mirror self along as well, which is none other than Kenny Payne. And like this, the reasons just keep on heaping up for the child to shift his dojos and take another item off his checklist of emulating his mentor in whatever way possible. Now, in other related news. First up, what's the hype about Dutch's entrance in Season 5? I'm sure we all remember Dutch from the original Karate Kid franchise, right? Well, even if you don't, hold on, because we're about to tell you something very exciting. We know that Johnny Lawrence's gang of bullies from the Karate Kid have all reunited in Season 4, while Bobby, Tommy, and Jimmy were all seen on screen with their old buddy Johnny. The last musketeer, Dutch, is yet to be seen back with his boys, and we can all not help but think of his arrival very soon. Dutch's character remains in circles for being brought back and has been picking up a lot of steam recently. As the next season is just around the corner, we have every reason to think that Dutch may return with a very pivotal role in occupying the power vacuum that has been created in the valley after Kreese's arrest. This reason, coupled with Cobra Kai's record of surprising cameos of the original franchise cast, has us all way too excited. While reason exists to hope for Dutch's exciting return, we might as well act like party poopers and suggest that, unfortunately, Dutch stands in his own way of returning to the Netflix series. As confusing as it sounds, it's true. Chad McQueen said goodbye to his acting career around 20 years ago to focus on race car driving. Since then, he has been asked to be cast in many Netflix series, but has reportedly been refusing every offer. Well, what can we do but hope that someday Chad parks his racing car in any of the Valley's dojos. Secondly, the fans have a lot to say about the Season 4 wardrobe. While we were all excited and hyped about the next season that is all set to be released by the 10th of September, let's see what the fans have to say about the dressing department. While the famed Netflix series has made sure to throw every exciting element into the mix of creating the sequel that Karate Kid deserved, it seems like the fans were not all that happy about the actor's wardrobe. Many fans took to Reddit and mentioned how the franchise had done the actors dirty, especially in Season 4. These fans made sure to register their displeasure with the costumes and went on to attach some pictures which they thought were a disgrace to the show. Ouch. It's sad to see how the fans can lift you up to a high pedestal and throw you down from that altitude. But we can't help wondering, are the fans justified in putting up with their complaints? Well, we're not sure, since the seasoned costume designer Frank Helmer told the Decider that cultural anthropology is the key to assembling costumes that are suitable to the character, so all the clothes are tailored to the needs of the characters, making the costumes entirely appropriate. But whether or not they're fashion forward or not is a different discussion, and something the Gen Z is clearly fond of creating a fuss over. Lastly, what is the future of the Miyagi-verse? While no one can hold their excitement about the upcoming season, we can't help but bring up the question about the future of the series after this season. Well, let's dive into the answer. As always, Twitter became the center of attention for many fans as one of them asked John Hurwitz, a co-creator of the show, about the future of the series. And boy, we have to say that John knew about fan service and gave an answer which we're sure is music to everyone's ears. In a tweet, he replied that, "All I can say is that we expect more Cobra Kai to come and that the Miyagi-verse is far from finished." Whoa, this is great news. And what makes it more exciting is the vagueness surrounding the answer, which leaves a lot of room for imagination. What happens next? How many more seasons until the show comes to an end? Are there any spin-offs in the play? We have no answer, but this is just what the series is great at doing to us. Well, they said it and we agreed. Cobra Kai never dies. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Kenny will leave his home dojo? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.